Welcome everybody to the Live Fully Show with your host, Joanna Vargas, that's me, and I am so grateful and blessed to be with one of our clients today, and I get to interview her, and this is Jennifer Fong, and she is our September 2019 Client of the Month. She completely deserves this honor. She's tenacious, she's resilient, and she's very honorable, and I get the blessing to talk to her today and ask her a bunch of questions. And I'm going to start off with a little rapid fire questions. First question is, Jennifer, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Monterey Park, California. That's just right next to Alhambra, kind of by East LA. Yeah, with my mom, dad, and younger sister.
Okay. Yeah, so Monterey Park is pretty close to us and close to downtown LA if you're not from the area. And what were you like as a young girl?
Well, I would say as a young girl, I would always come off as really quiet, really shy. You know, that's how people knew me at school. It was like, oh, she's the quiet, shy, and, you know, nice kid, you know. But I feel like at home, you know, I just kind of release all that, you know, I just be myself, you know, and if you ask my mom and my sister, they'd probably say, no, she's not quiet. She's, you know, she's loud, she's opinionated, and she talks back, and she's not always that nice.
Do you think you lived up to that notion that you were shy because people told you were shy?
In some ways I did, but I really didn't like that label. You know, they always call, okay, if you're Asian, you're usually really shy, really quiet, you're good at math. And I hated those stereotypes, you know. I was like, I'm not that good at math. I get okay, but yeah, I hated that. And I was like, oh, I'm not shy. I have things to say. I just don't want to say them.
Yeah. Great. All right, Monterey Park, shy, but not really shy. Jennifer, how and when, like, what started you on your fitness journey?
I would say I didn't really start my fitness journey seriously until I became an adult in my 30s. Because, you know, when you're like in your 20s and you're young, you just eat whatever, you don't really care. Unless you feel guilty, you know, then I would, you know, I'd go run at the park or something, you know. I wasn't really into sports. In high school, I didn't want to do like regular PE, so I just did whatever my friends did. You know, they did badminton, which I sucked at, and they did cross country, and then I did that. I mean, I enjoyed the running. I ran so much. I remember it was like a 5-mile warm up, and then it was like a 5-mile cool down. Like, what it cools down with 5 miles? But I was running so much. I was in my best physical shape ever.
To get out of PE, okay.
Yeah, but I was so dark just from running outside that I remember my skin was shiny. Like, it was shiny. And I saw myself in a picture. I was like, this is, I quit. Like, I ripped up the photo. I was like, okay, this is it. So I quit for vanity reasons. Yeah.
I like when we're dark. Okay.
Okay. But I think, it really, didn't start until I became an adult, and truly, actually, honestly, is because I started coming to Fit Factor. You know, I just started to love coming, and I love the classes, I love the instructors. I just felt really motivated, you know, and every time I take your class, it's like a pep talk, you know, and I go home, I tell my husband, you know, I feel great, you know, I feel like so motivated and inspired.
Rule the world!
And, you know, and I'm a teacher, so when I go, you know, to work, I'm like, you know, telling my 5th graders when we do PE, I'm like, hey, let's do some inchworms, you know, and let's do some breath work. Let's do some planks, you know, and they really enjoy it, and I have a lot of fun, you know. So.
Okay, what have you learned since starting this fitness journey? What did you learn about yourself?
Well, first of all, I learned that our bodies are amazing, that we are stronger than we think we are, and you know, I came in here lifting those 3-pound dumbbells, you know, thinking that's all I could do, you know, and I can't run faster than 6 miles per hour, you know, but what I learned is, you know, after coming here for 3 years, I'm not just physically stronger, but also, you know, mentally stronger. And I learned that I can push myself, that, you know, I can lift heavier, I can run faster, and if I just believe in myself, you know, I can do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it really helped.
Oh, I love that. Okay, we were talking about this earlier, and Jen's been thinking about this. Question for her is, what is your superpower? And I love this question. I love asking our clients this.
Okay, so it took me a while to think. I was like, what is my superpower? I couldn't really think of one, but something that, I learned after becoming a mom. This past year is like, we just juggle so much and we're carrying so many, plates, we're moms, we're wives, we're daughters and sisters, and, I'm a teacher, we just have so much on our plate and we're always trying to juggle everything. And just find yourself, some me time for yourself to just, de-stress and just to meditate or to breathe, And so coming to Fit Factor, it's been that for me. And so, yeah, but the superpower, I guess, is just I keep going and I don't stop and I don't give up. But I also need to find time to just for myself,
So is your superpower being able to do all of them and being resilient and doing all of it?
Yeah, I guess I would say just keep going and going. Yeah, I guess. But also learning to say no sometimes. I know I say, okay, keep going and doing all these things, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we had a conversation today in class just talking about, and I heard this at a workshop, to say no more than you say yes. Now, say yes, and when you say yes, you're all in. And when you say no, if it's wishy-washy, just say no, it's all good. Or no, thank you, not right now, and then you can do it later. But I got really good at saying no.
Yeah.
And just being kind with your no's. But we want to say yes to be kind, and actually, it's not kind to us, right? Yeah. Moving on, and so what was the last question I was going to ask you? Oh, yes. Okay. I love this question. Jennifer, if you can talk to the younger Jennifer, what age is she? Okay. And what advice or what would you tell her if you can whisper in her ear? What would you say to her?
Okay. So if I were to go back in time, I would probably talk to myself when I was like 14, freshman in high school. Because, again, I was quiet and I was kind of afraid of people judging me and what people thought of me, and I just wasn't myself, so I would just tell myself, love yourself, stop judging yourself, who cares what other people think, do what you love to do, because it didn't hit me until I turned, it was my senior year, and then I was like, what
am I doing?
Yeah, what am I doing? I was like, this is my last year, I gotta make it count, and I was like, I gotta do things that I love to do, and so I was like, I'm gonna join choir, and I auditioned, and then I was like, I made it in. I was like, what? I should have done this in my freshman year. What I really wanted to do, but I was too afraid of. So just have courage and do the things that you're afraid of. And push yourself.
Yes, here, 14-year-old Jennifer, do it. Yeah. Cares what people think. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Anything else, Jennifer, that you would like to add to anybody watching? What would you like to say? I put her on the spot. She didn't practice this one.
Yeah, well, just keep coming, and I hope to see you guys when we're working out, and say hi. I feel like sometimes when we come to class, we just come and then we leave, but, it'd be so nice if we just, say hi to each other, say high fives.
Yeah. And what's your favorite workout move? Like, what do you love to do? Like, I love squats. I love when we do overhead shoulder press. Like, what do you love to do?
I think I love anything like core, like holding planks. I don't know.
Love planks.
There was a challenge where we had to like hold the plank. Whoever could hold it the longest, I was like pushing so hard. Yeah, but those are fun.
Planks are fun. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Again, this is Jennifer Fong, and I am Joanna Vargas, owner and creator of the Fit Factor Studio in downtown Alhambra. You can find us at thefitfactorstudio.com on Instagram and Facebook at the Fit Factor Studio. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Jennifer, for being with me. Mwah. Remember to live fully. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.